And you know your daddy bout them. For the streets, so you know I never house them. I'm like a GPS, I'ma reroute them. Gemini, send them where I found them. I ain't met a worth keeping how I lost them. Super costly, I know he hated, lost me. I don't want the if he not all about. Got that check, let me see it, let me flip it.
We're starting this week with your top plays, and this is the last vote before you decide the best play of Season 6.
Will your play make the vote? We're about to find out. And this week, we got Lakers PA announcer Lawrence Tanner on the call. Take it away.
It's time for Top Plays. This is LT, Lawrence Tanner, public address announcer for your Los Angeles Lakers. In this special edition, we want to see who has the most flair as they fly through the air. Let's roll your Mobile One top drives. Get into your theater seats for tea time. Dribbles behind their back and through the opponent's legs to finish on the other side of the rim, putting on a show worthy of a big stage. Nice. Rec time next with tonight's entertainment. One good crossover sets up another, and then shows handles for days. Get them to the rim for top plays. Staying in the rec with the Thornton way. Crosses over from the perimeter and uses finesse to switch hands at the rim. There wasn't much room. A fantastic way to finish. Closing today in Beast territory with 9 Mazent. ISO on the wing, stuns them with a spin dribble and crosses over to a clear path layup. What a winning combination.
Well, at this early stage of the season, what's the biggest challenge for a team, Grant?
Well, you know, B.A., early on, some teams know what kind of club they are. But for a lot of teams that had some turnover or a coaching change, it's about finding who you are, finding your identity, figuring out what style is going to work.
So the Hornets starting 5. At the forward spots, Hayward and Washington. Ball is out there with MP, and it's Plumlee in at the center position. MP, it's good, and the assist that time from Ball. Now the Magic with it. Outside Fultz, outside Carter. Back to Fultz. Wagner outside. Unloads from 13. Here's Carter, and there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass, getting it done.
Well, that's a big-time effort play by Wendell Carter Jr. This guy gives you everything he's got.
Back to MP. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. MP's gotten his second bucket.
Well, things keep working out for MP in the business world. He's come to terms with Ruffles to be a brand representative.
Ooh, that's a nice win there for MP landing that deal. Slowly but surely, he's building his brand. Now here's Fultz. Taking command on offense when they need it. Putting up 21 a game. 5 on the clock. The Magic need to put one up here. Carter can't get it to go.
Boy, just 1 for 4. A little brisky right now.
You know, guys, there's one thing that may have hurt the Hornets the past few seasons. A lack of playoff experience among their core players.
Here's Plumlee over Suggs. And there's Plumlee on the assist by Hayward.
Okay, Gordon Hayward, we know you're an all-star level talent as a scorer. Now you're just showing off with that pass.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that. That one all day.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
And of the Hornets' top 5 scorers last season, 3 have never been to the playoffs.
And BA, that can be tough when the pressure's on. They've gotten blown out in play-in games each of the last 2 seasons. But with all their talent, they should be in the postseason soon enough.
The Magic have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Outside for Fultz. Pass to Banchero. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Offensively, Banchero is a difference maker. Not just with the talent, but with his relentless approach.
Grant, watch Banchero. He's got a rare mix of moves for a big man.
Yeah, BA, the perfect combination of size, strength, and skill. Crosses up defenders well, spin moves, excellent body control, and he uses his body to shield the ball when he's driving through the lane. Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Fultz passes to Wagner. Here's Suggs. Pass to Carter. Let's go with a 3. Hornets with the rebound. They're coming off a loss against Miami.
Yeah, they know they should have played better in that one. Not quite sure what happened.
Listen, I don't fault the effort. That was there all night. It was the quality of play that was lacking. There was not a ton of cohesion. They've got to figure it out.
Orlando calls timeout. Even as a forward, Gordon Hayward can run the offense, Grant.
Hey, B.A., he is a tremendous passer. Hayward's averaged over 5 assists a game during the season.
On the floor for Charlotte. Washington and Plumlee patrol the paint. MP is out there with ball. And it's Hayward in at the small forward position. Pass to Plumlee. Down low. Here's MP. That one is off. Now Orlando takes it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Phoenix.
That's a game they know they probably could have won. And had a few more things gone their way, they would have.
You know what? The stats certainly looked good. But the fact of the matter is they couldn't deliver in the clutch moments. And that's something you've got to figure out moving forward.
For Orlando, they've gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Here's Suggs, hounded by Ball. They get it back. Carter. And that one's good. Nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Wendell Carter Jr., it matters not where he is on the floor, right? This guy's touch is excellent. Sometimes a nice inside shot, yeah, give me an easy 2. Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Back to Fultz. Six to shoot. Back to Wagner. Over Hayward. And it's Wagner missing.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And MP throws it down.
Well, it looks like Mr. Hayward wants to show you just how good a passer he is. That was pretty. Boy, guys, you look at the history of the Magic, and there has been episodic success driven by great players. Penny Hardaway and Shaquille O'Neal, of course, and Dwight Howard.
Fultz passes to Wagner. Here's Banchero, guarded by Hayward. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds in the game. And Doris, the Magic have come so close to a title twice.
Right, BA. 2 trips to the NBA Finals led respectively by 2 dominant centers, Shaquille O'Neal and Dwight Howard. The fans dying for another chance. Hopefully, with the building they're doing now, they don't have to wait too much longer.
Snatched up.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Hayward's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. And So it's the Charlotte Hornets. They're feeling great. A 21.
Your manager, 26. The visiting team, 47.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Charlotte has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Fultz and Suggs team up as the backcourt. Banchero and Carter Jr. are down low. And it's Wagner in at the small forward position. So that's who Jamal Mosley starts the second half with. To the inside, Banchero. That one falls. Nice assist by Fultz.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Yeah, he has that fight in him. Love the aggression at the rim when they are trying to claw back into the game.
Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a 3 off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who could do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
The Hornets have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. The ball's knocked loose. And the Magic pushing it up now. Suggs with the bucket.
Boy, how about the two-way potential of Jalen Suggs on full display with that play.
Hayward outside. On the wing, MP. And he converts the layup. MP's got 12 points in the game.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Back to Fultz. Pass to Banchero. That one doesn't drop. Ooh, good D by Plumlee.
Only their first miss in 4 attempts. It's been a great start to the half.
What you love about Mason Plumlee is there's a level of professionalism in terms of his effort and energy. He brings it every single night.
And you know, Doris, in addition to the effort Plumlee puts out there, he's a dependable scorer in tight.
B.A., he's going to get the vast majority of his scoring opportunities in the painted area. He can finish with either hand, and what is so underrated about his game, his ability to find people, to pass the basketball in tight spaces.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Banchero, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
On the court for the Hornets. Rozier out on the wing with Hayward. Washington and Plumlee patrol the paint. And it's MP in at the 1. Here's Anthony. He takes it in.
One of the highlights of the 2022 All-Star Weekend, of course, Cole Anthony in the dunk contest, using his dad, our 2K colleague, Greg, as a prop.
Fultz, he's checked in for Orlando. And Anthony drops them both.
Boy, to me, Cole Anthony, one of the most striking things about this young man is his confidence first, his IQ for the game, and there's a fearlessness to what he does that I really admire.
All right, so Cole Anthony's in the dunk contest. How would you rate his dad, Greg's performance scores?
B.A., I'm giving Greg a 2 out of 10. No, that's not true. It was great to see Cole create his own career path. Greg is so proud. The future so bright for Cole. Settle in, Greg. Going to be a long career for your young one.
Suggs is checked in for Anthony. And for players, greatness can be defined so many ways, but giving back has to be a component of that. Wouldn't you say, Grant?
Well, to whom much is given, much is expected. And B.A., I agree 100%. Players today understand the impact that they can have on others. I love that about the league, the players, the coaches, everyone involved, using this gift to make a change and a positive impact throughout the world.
Right wing. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Carter from outside. Hornets with the rebound. MP outside, inside, and Washington powers it through.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Hornets.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for MP.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And not many teams have as solid a piece to build around as the Hornets do with LaMelo Ball.
LaMelo clearly is a guy who has incredible confidence, incredible vision and passing ability. When you look at his ability to make the game easy for the players around him, and sometimes in transition to make those elite athletes look incredibly special, he is a guy that you would enjoy playing with.
Yeah, and this is not what they need. Now the clock is stopped, and their opponent is at the line.
First free throw is good.
And this summer, the Magic raised some eyebrows. Widely expected to take Jabari Smith with the #1 overall pick. Right up until their selection, Paolo Banchero was announced. Rival teams impressed at how well they kept their secret. Good job, Orlando.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's MP. Rebound by the Magic. It's stolen by MP. To the paint. Williams passes to MP. Yep, that one goes. And the Hornets lead by 15.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. We'll see you next time.
Now that's a level of effort on the defensive end we haven't seen before tonight. What's the difference out there?
You know, I think you're just seeing a gradual improvement as we translate lessons from the practice court, to the game.
So you haven't had a fire lit under you guys? You look like a different club on D tonight.
Man, I have no clue what you're talking about, brother. Everyone in this locker room is 100% committed and together. You don't get an effort like that on defense otherwise.
Fair enough. All right, thanks.
Thank you.
is time for Team 2K TV My NBA Eras Playoff Edition. We'd like to start this segment by letting you know there was only one member of the team that did not make the playoffs, and that is LD2K. What do you have to say for yourself?
So Team 2K TV decided to do a My League in the Kobe era, the early 2000s. I unfortunately had...
You know, we are still so early, Clark, in this season, but for young teams, what's important right now? What's in front of them?
Kevin, I think a couple of things. One, to understand the effort and the attention to detail you need to bring to every performance. And then getting comfortable with each other, getting everybody on the same page. And then defining roles, understanding what lane you have to run in for your team as a player. I think those are critically important early in the season.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. They've got Turner. Hield is out there with Smith. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Nembhard in at the shooting guard.
Oh, you can't let Turner get that deep inside. When you do, he's going to abuse you with a throwdown right on top of your head.
Here's MP following the score by Indiana. Smith with some nice D. Halliburton outside. Here's Nembhard, covered by MP. And a wide open look for Halliburton. He can't hit that time. And the Hornets now going the other way. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena. And they proved it that game.
And the centerpiece of that Sabonis trade last year, Halliburton looks like a future star.
So consistent and mature for a young guy, Greg. That's what jumps off the page at me. Knockdown shooter, clever playmaker, and continues to put the work in to get better every year and bring his teammates with him.
The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Well, you know, it's obvious that Ball knows exactly how to work the angle. He gets the ball to a wide-open shooter just about every time.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Now here's Turner. Another shot. That shot is off. Good defense by MP. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Earlier, I spoke with the Pacers head coach. He said he honestly doesn't know what to expect. This is the first meeting between these two teams this year, so there'll be some feeling out at the beginning. But he told me sometimes that's when we're at our best, when we're relying on our instincts and awareness at the offensive end. Kevin, we'll see if that holds true.
All right, David, thank you. Sounds like to execute the plan, Greg, they're going to have to get that good shot selection.
No doubt about it, Kevin. If you want to shoot a high percentage in this league, you have to be patient, and you have to understand what quality of shots you get.
Exactly, and if it's not there for you, simply make the next pass. Keep the ball moving. Give the offense a chance to do what it's designed to do, which is produce the best shot.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
Well, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit. Getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Hield outside. Pass to Nembhard. Shoots the 3. Rebound, Gordon Hayward. Hornets leading by 4.
The Pacers still looking to find their way a bit. Struggled last year in Rick Carlisle's return, but I think the future is bright. Ended up near the bottom of the Eastern Conference. They've got some nice young pieces to build around.
Here's Halliburton after the made shot from MP. Nembhard, the pass to Turner.
2 minutes
over Plumlee. And the Pacers can't get it to go. The Hornets have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And it's Ball, that time on the assist by MP. Ball's got his second basket. Mark you know about Indiana, the Pacers, a young team that's still looking for a leader.
Yeah, they're in growth mode right now. Clearly a team in transition, but that's not always bad. I mean, I love some of their young pieces, and I'm excited to see what this team can look like in a year or two.
Just 5 to shoot, and Halliburton slams it in.
Good intelligent basketball on the part of Turner there. Assists like that will make the defense think twice about how they're going to defend him.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Greg, looking back at the 2021 draft, I'm still shocked. Tyrese Halliburton fell to 12. My goodness. Turner kicks to Smith. Turner passes to Halliburton. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Healed against Martin. 5 on the clock. The pass to Smith. Here's Halliburton. Turner trying to free himself up, and it's Halliburton missing. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. They can look forward to the Cavaliers after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip on the court for Indiana. Smith is out there with Turner. Then there's Buddy Hield. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Nembhard in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Washington, and he uses the glass on the layup. Washington's got the lead up to 12 now for the Hornets.
Boy, lock into that focus from Washington there. Love the body control, too. Excellent.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And it's finishes like that which have helped them build this lead here in the first half.
Halliburton for 3. That doesn't go either for Halliburton.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoop. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Dennis Smith, he's checked in for Ball. Pacers trail by 14. Halliburton kicks to Turner. On the wing, Hield. Halliburton outside. Indiana moving the ball around. Here's Smith. Shot clock at 5. Yep, it counts.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
A nice shot by MP.
Yeah, and Smith doing a nice job getting his teammates involved. Terrific at spotting the open man.
Hield from outside. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
A nice shot by MP.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Tries to save it, and that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Halliburton. And some changes here for the Hornets. Nick Richards comes in for Plumlee, and Kelly Oubre subbed in for Cody Martin. Here's MP. A 24-point outing in their last game against the Magic in Orlando.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
Good, nice job down low. MP's got 10 points in the game.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Mathurin passes to Turner. Pass to Mathurin. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Charlotte. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
And they dropped the season series to these guys a year ago. Not their proudest moment.
A team that, on paper, they expect to beat.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter.
Your Hornets Youth Dance Team. Show some love from your...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of
The big man on the floor. It's Washington and Plumlee. MP is out there with LaMelo Ball. And it's Hayward in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line, 1 shot.
For Charlotte, they might be the most electric team, Clark, in the NBA. Young and very exciting.
Yeah, I agree, Kevin. I mean, they're extremely potent, and they are exciting to watch. LaMelo Ball, man, he can do just about everything. The Hornets, a lot of fun to watch for sure.
You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth. And it's not usually literal, but what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They kind of checked out mentally. And I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
Chalk up 2 there. Nemard's got a second bucket tonight.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
And they double up MP. Hayward kicks to MP. Driving inside. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Healed the pass to Turner. Good defense by MP.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Boy, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. Got a little main streak in him, too, which I like.
Pacers trail by 16. Timeout called the Pacers.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
McDaniels checked in for Charlotte.
Substitution on the court.
Exciting it must be to have LaMelo Ball, Clark, on your team.
Kevin, clearly one of the most exciting guards in the league. The anticipation was through the roof for Ball, and needless to say, I think he's lived up to it.
And the Pacers finished 25-57 last season, their worst record since the mid-'80s. Indiana deciding to go young, and with that comes growing pains.
And it's Halliburton missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And the dunk by MP.
About as easy an assist as you could have that time for Rozier.
Pacers trail by 7. Now Halliburton. Smith with a wide open look. Nice open look, but it's no good. Rozier kicks to MP. A rare miss for him.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, it's all about physical. It's all about...
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. They've got Smith. Also Miles Turner out there. And it's Mathurin in at the small forward position. Halliburton passes to Mathurin. Floats one. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Washington's got 9 rebounds now tonight. MP outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half. That's taking care of business, fellas.
And the Hornets making a change here. Plumlee's checked in. And Indiana with a change here, too. Fields checked in. Bounce pass, Halliburton. Mathurin. They get it again. Back to Halliburton. Second shot opportunity. And the foul on Miles Turner. That's foul number 2 for him.
A really good sign for him. The work they've done on the offensive glass this half, paying dividends.
Here's MP. Drills the baseline jumper. MP's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Smith trying to break loose. Plumlee with some nice D.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Mathurin, good.
And inside, Mathurin makes great use of his agility, developing some instincts for how to get around in traffic.
And he makes that one.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
And that was another look at the fantastic mobile one drive that happened a moment ago.
And catching the defense flat-footed and taking full advantage. Big bucket there to extend the lead. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative and make something happen.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
MP left side. To the left wing. To the paint. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. MP's got 14 points now in the second half. And the Pacers call time here.
The teachers for the loud section get wild.
PJ Washington, he's checked in for the Hornets. So it's the Hornets picking up the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Hey, what you working on? Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man. You got it. Don't worry. All day, baby. Too slow, baby. You can't play with me. One more.
Here's what we're gonna do.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started. Hey, started. Now what?
Just like that.
We're here. We're here. Yes, sir.
Finishing at the rim is still an art. Let's get this going.
Keep it going. Threes all day, baby.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're going to do.
All right, so for our first matchup, it was Blake and I once again in the first round, and I had a game plan for him. My plan was to get Tim Duncan in foul trouble, make LeBron James a shooter, and for myself to get to the free throw line. Now, in the first quarter, we were going back and forth, throwing jabs at each other, but unfortunately, Blake was hitting threes with rookie LeBron James. I mean, when was that ever happening? So I had to change my game plan just a little bit. But because I had to start guarding LeBron James, he was too strong for Latrell Sprewell, and Blake was dominating inside the paint. Now, I did get Tim Duncan in foul trouble, and he was out the game, but LeBron was just too much. So the game was close in the first half, but then the second half, Blake just took over. Right, Blake?
Yeah, the game plan worked. You threw me off guard. I was definitely trying to post up Tim Duncan more, but you were beating me off the dribble a lot. Duncan was coming over with help defense and picking up a lot of fouls.
And both teams coming to this game on a winning streak, which only adds to the intrigue of this matchup, Grant.
Yeah, both teams definitely on a hot streak, B.A. Both squads have a little extra motivation, of course, to win this game. They want to keep it rolling. Should make it even more competitive.
And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Charlotte Hornets. Washington and Plumlee patrol the paint. MP is out there with LaMelo Ball. And it's Hayward in at small forward. Okoro, no good. Here's Charlotte, and this matchup with the Cavaliers, it's their first meeting of the season.
They had some real back-and-forth battles last year. Hopefully we see more of the same going forward.
MP, that one's good, and it's Hayward with the setup.
Yeah, when Hayward has the ball, he watches all the angles. That's how he finds wide-open guys to feed.
Stolen by MP. A big deal for many NBA stars, landing a deal with Gatorade. MP has just secured that for himself.
And honestly, it means you've arrived to some degree. Good for MP to close that deal, and a nice move there from Gatorade.
And after a few seasons of anemic offense, the Cavs have finally started to turn things around.
Yes, they have, and they made a big step forward. Now, there's a nice balance to their offense.
Now here's Hayward. Last game for him, he picked up 13.
3 out of 3. Perfect start. Let's see how long they can ride this wave.
MP's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Allen with it. A shot to stop the run. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. Pass to Hayward. Stolen. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Here's Mitchell, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And Grant, Donovan Mitchell wears the number 45. Not one we see a lot of in the NBA.
That's true, B.A. But Donovan's got a good reason to wear it. paying homage to Michael Jordan. Mitchell said growing up, everyone always took 23, so he went to MJ's return number, 45.
Now here's MP. Yep, that one goes. MP's got 9.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
It's stolen by MP. It's good. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Hornets. And so it's Cleveland with it. They trail by 9. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
And guys, those road games are never easy. But they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, despite the challenges of being away from home, they were able to execute cleanly and look really fresh out there.
Count that one.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Outside Mitchell. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Love. And he can't bank that one in. For Charlotte, they've got all 6 shots to fall in the first. Here's Ball. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Here's Love. No luck on that one. Oh, great D that time from MP. Here's the teardrop, and Ball with the layup.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Cleveland calls timeout.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Yeah, we can see over here. The coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
And the Cavaliers will go for a different look here. Lopez, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Wade comes in for Love. Neto's checked in for Mitchell. And Rubio is subbed in for Garland. A big group substitution here for Charlotte. Richards is checked in for Plumlee. McDaniels comes in for Washington. Oubre, he's checked in for Hayward. And it's Rozier in for Ball.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Rubio against MP, and that's a foul called on Jalen McDaniels. That's his first foul. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Rubio finds Lopez. 6 on the shot clock. From deep.
And just refusing to give up second chance points. Excellent defensive rebounding.
To the middle. Here's Oubre. Good. And the assist goes to MP.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Rubio with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Oubre passes to MP. Good on the shot. MP's got 15.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
The Cavaliers again cannot hit.
Ooh, I rushed that one a little bit. Pretty clean look inside.
Outside Oubre. Inside. And MP with a basket on the assist by Oubre. He's got 17.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
And so it's Charlotte sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. Back after this.
Okay, everyone, look who's running onto the court.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. Back to the game after this break. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Here's ball. It's clear Charlotte has the pieces in place to make noise in the league for years to come.
Yeah, no question, B.A. They've got one of the best young rosters in the NBA. And they're balanced. They play tremendous team basketball. Fun to watch.
Love and Allen, the pair down low. Darius Garland is out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Okoro in at the 3 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Cavaliers have surprised many with their ascension. Coach Bickerstaff said they had to be really patient through some difficult times, but his star center, Jared Allen, said, quote, no matter who's in front of us, big or small, we're going to go out there and fight till the end. Brian?
Yeah, that's what got him here, Allie. Thank you. Here's Richards. MP, that one's good. MP's got 19 points.
Earning his money on the interior tonight. That's a nice move.
Here's Mitchell. Hornets with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Hornets making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or two on your team to be successful.
Oh, they get a hand on it. It's stolen by MP. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one.
You expect some fumbles with the ball, and overall, I think they've done a good job limiting those slip-ups.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end. Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots, still trying to get their legs under them. Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Cleveland calls timeout. And for the Cavaliers, RJ, they found a little bit of rhythm, finally, after the LeBron era.
They sure have. A little 3-year skid. It looked like they were lost, but they kept some veterans around and brought in some great young talent. Maybe not title contenders, but they can make a big splash.
Martin, he's checked in for Hayward. On defense, the Hornets. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
And Ball gets it to go.
They're really working the paint now.
Cleveland has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Pass to Okoro. MP against Mitchell. Here's Allen.
When you look at the age of Jared Allen, the way he's developed, he could be a top 5 center in the league very soon. Fantastic impact on the court he has.
First one falls for him. And Allen has the defensive finishing that you want from the center spot, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. Allen can switch on the guards with ease. Great lateral movement and contests very well. Having a center that can do that is huge for a team.
MP's shot is good.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Down low. Here's Love. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists in the game. MP against Mitchell. A nice shot by MP. MP's got 12 points in just the second half. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Love.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Over MP. Love, that's good. Love's got 6.
He's got every shot in the book. Love confident in that mid-range.
Here's MP. Washington passes to Plumlee. Basket counts.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Outside Mitchell. Back to Garland. Pass to Love. Outside Garland. Okoro on the wing. Nails it from 3. Okoro's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
And the basket by MP.
Man, he's on fire, playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
Here's Okoro. Outside Garland. Pass to Okoro. With the floater. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
MP had a missed layup.
That is a disaster. Honestly, I'm embarrassed for him.
For the Cavaliers, Lopez, he's checked in for Allen. Wade comes in for Love. And Rubio is subbed in for Mitchell. And the Hornets making a change here as well. McDaniels is checked in for Washington. Now here's Garland. A top-tier scorer, averaging a little under 25 points a contest. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one on McDaniels.
At the line for Cleveland, Dean Wade.
And he knocks down the first one.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Garland. Pass to Wade. Back to Garland. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
They're finally taking care of the ball and playing smarter. Turnovers were a problem early on.
The Hornets have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. On the court for Charlotte. At the forward spots, Hayward and Washington. MP is out there with LaMelo Ball. And it's Plumlee in at the 5.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Here's Garland. The Hornets making their last shot. Outside Love. Out to the wing. Here's Rubio. No good with the triple. The Hornets have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Washington blocked.
What? A block by Kevin Love? Okay, making sure it's all ball too.
Can't cash it in from close range.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
MP finds Washington. Hayward outside. Rubio against MP. Doesn't go that time. And it's Cleveland the other way. Here's Garland. They grab their own miss. Allen can't get it to go.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the plate and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
And very close to making the shot, but instead he'll go to the line for 2 on the shooting foul. Well, Richard, 17 years for you as a player. If you were to give some advice to someone starting their playing career right now, what do you think that would be?
Oh, it would always be get your routine down. Get your pregame routine. Get your summer routine. You got to figure out what it is that makes your game work. Because it's hard as you get older. NBA careers don't last very long. But if you put your routine, you put your game first, everything else will fall in line.
That one falls. MP's got 37. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. It's stolen by MP. Can't connect from short range. Cleveland has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Hornets.
And it was a big... And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that about wraps it up. This is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching. So long, everyone.
Hey, man, I don't got a lot of time, just so you know.
Okay, so I'll get right to it. How much would you say you contributed to this win?
A lot. You know, I got going, and when I get going, it gives my team a spark. You know, they feed off of my energy.
Okay, so they play better when you play better, and you don't ever receive their help?
What? Man, of course they help me. This is a team game, man. But all I'm saying is, as a leader of this team, the guys look at me to set the tone. So if they see me succeeding and looking confident, then they know they can do it too.
Okay, great. That answers my question. Thanks, MP.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, MP. So what was your favorite part of tonight's win?
You know, it's the feeling of oneness one receives when participating in a collaborative act. You know, we all come from the same source, but we can all lose sight of that in the day-to-day. Because when you're anticipating your teammates' every move and everyone's dialed into that same frequency, that oneness becomes impossible to miss. It's a beautiful thing, John.
It's very zen of you. Namaste. Thanks, MP.
Yeah. Take heat. Free my with no Devin put them like the faintest sun. Caught a op and I ain't have a Mario Chalmers. Ever since then had a been a look at who I learned from. Won't respect, then you gotta earn some.
The first round for me was against the San Antonio Spurs, and I'm calling this the greatest NBA playoff game in league history. Quadruple overtime, Tracy McGrady goes off for 50 points, and I really needed every single one of them. I didn't expect the 7th-seeded Spurs to give me such a tough matchup, but they did, and ultimately we prevailed.
Danny, was your first round as epic as Brian's?
Nothing beats 4 overtimes, and in fact, I might have had a little bit too much confidence.
I've always wondered this, Brent, for the players, do they approach these early season games any differently than a game in, say, April?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I think you're still not in tip-top shape. You're still trying to figure out any additions to the roster that have been made in the offseason, and you're trying to find your own personal rhythm as to how this season is going to get started. So the approach for sure early on in the season is different than when you get to springtime.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. The big men on the floor. It's Washington and Plumlee. LaMelo Ball is out there with MP, and it's Hayward in at the 3. Now here's Kispert. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession. To the middle. And he banks in the layup.
And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
Ball, the pass to Hayward. MP with it. Picked up by Kuzma. MP, no good. During last offseason, the Hornets decided to part ways with their coach of the past 4 years.
Always a tough decision, and this is a critical time for Charlotte. They've got a tremendous young core. They think their time is now, and they want to make a bold move with the new hire. Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
A 3 ball. Washington gets it back, and a new 14.
Yeah, Kuzma quick to that ball, and then cat-like quickness to get it up.
Hornets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
I briefly spoke with Wes Unseld Jr. He's looking to even the season series with a win tonight. He told me he knows his team can play better than they did the last time, and he thinks with the strong defense and shot blocking, they can make things difficult at that end of the floor. We'll see if they can impose their will tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Well, David, thank you. We'll be looking for the defensive-minded approach coming in, Greg.
I like that they're focused on getting stops. Gives them the opportunity to turn that defense into offense.
And let's see how good they can be in transition to get out and try to find some easy ones.
P.J. Washington.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Morris passes to Avdia. Now Porzingis covered by MP. And yes, it's good.
And Porzingis at 7'3" doesn't just go through, he goes over contact.
Ball finds Plumlee. Here's MP. No good that time. And Washington the other way now. Passes it to Kispert. Back to Morris. The wide open look here for Kuzma. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, here's MP. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. 8 points for MP.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Morris kicks to Avdia.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Pass to Kispert.
2 minutes.
Down low, 6 on the shot clock, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, no need to settle for a layup with Porzingis inside at that size. That's an easy jam.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. This time they met was in Charlotte.
And they cruised to a big win in their last meeting, getting that.
Here's Porzingis. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Kuzma passes to Avdia. Nice ball movement by Washington. Kuzma kicks to Kispert. Just 5 on the clock. He can't get it to go. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Yeah, and watching that, all kinds of contributions and just little things that guys were doing to chip in for that win.
Kuzma will step in at the 4. Porzingis at center. Kispert is out there with Morris. And it's Avdia in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And Ball slams it in.
And a little bit of showmanship from Ball on that slam, displaying some athletic ability.
The Wizards, one of these teams that's still in search of an identity. They've got a lot of skilled players, but it's really hard to say right now what this team is all about.
Porzingis is doubled, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Violation. That's a jump ball.
So it's the Wizards now. Kuzma with it, and it's Martin picking him up. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Kispert. The Wizards with another miss. A factor in Washington's lack of identity has to be, Brent, their frequent roster changes.
And no doubt, Kevin, there's been a revolving door there, and the front office makes a lot of moves. They're just trying to capture something, trying to get their star player healthy, and trying to regroup and see if something clicks.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, Kristaps Porzingis famously earned the nickname the Unicorn for his combination of size and skill. Former All-Star, injuries have held him back. But now a new team presents a new opportunity. KP says, I'm going to take my game to the next level because my body is going to be healthy, and that's it. Well, Kevin, let's hope so.
Absolutely. He has had injuries along the way, but the talent is obvious. David, thanks.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Now, here's Kispert. He's covered by Ball. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Wizards, Taj Gibson's checked in for Porzingis. Will Barton comes in for Kispert. And it's Wright in for Morris. The Hornets also with the sub. Nick Richards. He's checked in for Gordon Hayward. Shots good by Gibson.
Gibson working out of the screen and roll, and he gets off that one quickly.
Hornets trail by 4. Pass to MP. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Right against Ball. And that one's good. Wright's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
All right, he's got to quit while he's ahead. He got away with it there, but the crossover usually gets him into a bit of trouble. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the Washington Wizards. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
On the court for the Hornets, the forwards are Hayward and Washington. LaMelo Ball is out there with MP. And it's Plumlee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
A nice shot by MP.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
They had a nice score that came from just attacking the rim. Huge play in this hotly contested game.
Porzingis can't hit.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
MP, no good.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
Look at the ups on Kyle Kuzma.
Charlotte calls timeout. Porzingis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
A smart move here, talk things over. He's really eating them up, and they've tried a few different looks defensively. Nothing quite getting it done.
Charlotte.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the third. Kuzma, that's good.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
To the inside. MP. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his third assist on the night. And so it's Washington holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside. That's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll return shortly.
59.
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Taj Gibson is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Will Barton. Then it's DeJuan Wright. And it's Kispert in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 on the 4 for the Wizards. And another great look at the 2K drive.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about. Threatening with that attack. And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Yeah, energy is good, but not smart there trying to go through somebody on that play.
And Washington making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. And Wright kicks to Barton. 6 to shoot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kelly Oubre.
Get a feeling like that play is designed for Will Barton to get contact and get himself to the free throw line.
Plumlee, he's checked in for Charlotte. Washington comes in for Oubre. 2022, Greg, a year for the Washington Wizards with some historic significance.
And it marks 25 years of the Washington Wizards name being on an NBA jersey.
The Wizards with the lead. Kuzma finds Morris. Here's Porzingis. Lays it up and banks it in. Porzingis has got 26.
Porzingis warning it and gets it.
And so MV will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Sinks that one from the post.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
Morris passes to Porzingis. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be a Mason Plumlee.
Shiftiness there in Porzingis' game as welcomed the contact and then converted on top of it.
Wizards making a switch here. Diaz checked in.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
And really exemplifies who Hayward is. A team player, someone who enjoys spotting his open teammate.
Right, the pass to Porzingis. Over Plumlee. Wizards passing it around. Kuzma outside. 5 to shoot. Here's Kispert. Yes!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Hayward finds Washington. Here's MP. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Clearly foul.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And now down to a one-possession game. Those foul shots, huge.
You can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Porzingis can't hit.
Points are an absolute must here.
Can't come away empty. That would be the nail in the coffin.
Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Washington calls timeout. It's tied at 88. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game. Kristaps Porzingis.
And his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Alderwood.
I was able to listen in on what Wes Unseld Jr. had to say to the team. He knows this has been a hard-fought game, and he wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Rozier looking around. Inside. And stolen by Kuzma. MP against Wright. The pass to Apia. Can't knock in the 3. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. He'll be... And so it's Washington with it.
Coming on to the
for
floor,
Charlotte. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Oubre. And MP subbed in for Terry Rozier. The big man on the floor. It's Washington and Plumlee. MP is out there with LaMelo Ball, and it's Hayward in at the small forward position. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. That sends Porzingis to the free throw line. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
I still think, even after a few seasons, that Porzingis has a focus to continue to get stronger physically.
Remaining in overtime. 2 minutes.
We're just over a minute into overtime here. Ball, the pass to MP. Count it, and the foul. One on Kispert.
And we'll find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Yeah, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
Morris looking over the floor. Here's Porzingis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
It's all about Porzingis' accuracy. That's what will make or break him here.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
Good trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
For Washington, they've gone 1 of 3 from the floor since the start of overtime. Here he goes. Pulls it up. And it's off the back rim. No good. Charlotte trailing. Here's Hayward. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Much pressure on Hayward. Gordon's the guy who can handle it.
Shooting for Charlotte. Gordon Hayward.
And so making both free throws. That'll give them the lead here.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
Down low, here's Porzingis. A second chance effort. The Hornets pull it in. Plumlee's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. To the inside. Kicks it out to MP. Good!
And challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
Yeah, this is a big-time moment, and so him stepping up his intensity, staying in attack mode, that's nice.
Morris passes to Porzingis. Fires from deep. And again, Washington no good. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. One on Kispert. It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Shooting for Charlotte. Number 10.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 5-point game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 5. There's 38 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Guys, your thoughts?
And they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul. And there hasn't been anything easy for them in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Taken third overall in 2020, LaMelo Ball is a unique player. Like his brother Lonzo, very tall at the point at 6'6", and he'd much rather pass it than shoot it.
Washington calls timeout. They're behind by 7. 27 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific.
T-shirt time. Make some noise if you want a T-shirt.
To the paint. 6-second difference between shot and game plan. Good.
That's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
15.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
Number 10. 2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in.
Here's Avdia. Offline with his 3.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They used up all their energy just getting it to overtime. And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
And so it's Charlotte with the win. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
And that about wraps it up. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long, everyone.
Yeah.
Take heat.
Free my